Street light, don't you let it get you down. Street light, don't you let it run you around.
This one dedicated to my brethren, Snoop Dogg.
Don't you let it
Glad to see you home, baby.
Street light,
Big up!
don't you let it run you around.
Snoop Dogg, the militant soldier. Mystical, hatical, hold young. Tell the DA assistant Snoop well important. We have a light up the blood. Back in the studio, we happy again. District attorney, bob your head in shame. Can't keep the good man down, don't punch indicate. At them roll the tongue. When una see them a come, una better dog dive for cover and run. Nigga, that skin will be blasted, just penetrating. Your head will be bumping. Free again, yes, him free again. Snoop Dogg, my brethren, and free again. Free again, yes, him free again. Blessed is the man that loves the children. The sun rises up in the east, but it sets in the west. Babylon don't test. Violent men, them a go weep and mourn. Humble and wise, we are the king and the throne. God is the greatest power in the universe. Who shall bless, no man curse. When I was a youth, I used to smoke sense and in a paper. Come follow me. Now that I'm a man, yes, I smoke in the cab, in the chalawa. Oh Lord, Snoop Dogg, the militant soldier. Mystical, hatical, hold young. Tell the DA assistant Snoop well important. We have a light up the blunt. Rough and ready, reggae, hip-hop steady. We no afraid of dick, Tom and a ring. Like a pit bull, we fierce when it comes to war. Don't know what they fighting for. Who forget big up, get big up. Who forget small up, get small up. Don't test the criminal corrupt. Cause your life, trouble will disrupt. Snoop Dogg, the militant soldier. Mystical, article, hold young. Nigga, that skin will be blasting, just penetrating. Your head will be bumping. Free again, yes, him free again. Snoop Dogg, my brethren, him free again. Free again, yes, him free again. Snoop Dogg, my brethren, him free again.
Since I was young, I grew up in the street life. Times get hard for a gangster in the street life. See, ain't no telling what my life might seem like as a gangster growing up in the street life. Since I was young, I grew up in the street life. Times get hard for a nigga in the street life. See, ain't no telling what my life might be like for a nigga growing up in the street life. You can't tell me shit about them streets, homie. I done seen it and done it, and living real from the phonies. Out for the money, homies maintain their composure. Since kids we was older, selling dope by the boulders. Now I'ma scold a motherfucker for the chips. Wanna dip the trip on GP, straight for DP. Flip the script, came up quick and got some riders who got my back. Snoop Coleon, I'm always down to jack. I jack for instance thought. Talked and walked the walk. Niggas who oppose automatically get stumped. Terrorizing the neighborhood, niggas gaining they rap me style, tie and dance. Mashing for the set, rest in peace to deceased homeboys who ain't alive. Street life took him over, now he's forced to ride. Slipping and sliding, bouncing, counting my ends to be straight. Cause times is rough for these days, niggas is crazy. But your fear is much greater, the innovator, dominator, soul creator, out for the paper. Since I was young, I grew up in the street life. Times get hard for a gangster in the street life. See, ain't no telling what my life might see like as a gangster growing up in the street life. Since I was young, I grew up in the street life. Times get hard for a nigga in the street life. See, ain't no telling what my life might be like as a nigga growing up in the street life.
Bustin' and bailing, thug addicted to drugs, selling keys. Got me risking this street living, catching felonies. How many niggas wanna see me gone? You player haters as bitches, you hate to see a nigga hold his own. Forever ballin', no never fallin'. Live my life as a thug nigga, now can you hear the liquor callin'? When we play, niggas is blinded, my competition minimum. So I live so criminal minded, nigga. Can you hear me where your pistols in the sky on a fat ass blunt? And bump shit, I better get you
gangster in the street life. Ain't no telling what my life might see like. As a gangster growing up in the street life. Since I was young, I grew up in the street life. Times get hard for a gangster in the street life. See, ain't no telling what my life might be like. As a gangster growing up in the street life. Ain't no telling what we